Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers, that's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after 1.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Here's Allen operating from the gun. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Brings up second and 12 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Will try again on second down. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We'll take this. We'll take that. Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Tyler Ervin on the loose. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. They got 29 yards that time.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 82 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop right around the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised.